Hello everybody, I'm Shadow Drain and you are awesome, and today we are going to be talking about why Activision should double down on Modern Warfare. What do I mean by double down? I mean scrap Cold War completely and then put the next year of development into that game as well. I think it's going to be much better in the long run. I understand that it's different studios and all that jazz, and that Infinity Ward are making the next Modern Warfare game. However, I do think that some support should be given to it, especially considering how much of a mess Cold War is. So let's break it down and start off with the games in general. So I feel as if Modern Warfare is a more complete game. It has been out for a year longer, so I would expect it to be. But even when it first came out, it was in a fuller state too. Now, this is really good because it means that people don't feel gypped about spending their money, which they've already paid for. And if you continue to spend money on that game, people will continue to invest in the game as well, in terms of the gun packs and all the operators that you can get within that season. I reckon if they were to do another season of Modern Warfare, I do think it would sell significantly more than what Season 1 of Cold War has. I haven't even bought the Cold War Battle Pass, and that is the first time I've done that in a COD game, well, since inception really. So that is just something. Am I alone in that one? Let me know in the comment section below. Have you guys got the Cold War Season 1 Battle Pass? Is this the first one that you've not gotten as well? I'm actually quite interested to hear that. Another thing to talk about as well is that it's got a better player base. The people who are playing this game actually want to be playing Modern Warfare. They enjoy Modern Warfare. Yes, it has its weaknesses. It can be a little bit campy. However, no more campy than what Cold War is. The maps are better. The maps are more complete. The game is less bugged. And in the whole, it's a generally, it's a more general, better playing experience. Also, one thing to bear in mind as well is that the weapons feel unique. And by this, I mean every weapon feels different in Modern Warfare. I mean, you do have similarities in weapons, such as the RAM and the AS-FAL, but even then, they've got different characteristics which give the weapons their own personality. My issue with the Cold War weapons is that, one, there's not that many of them, and two, they all feel the same. Like, if you've used one, you've used them all. Unless, of course, you use the Battle Pass ones. Now, this is quite rough because even the even the Cold War guns in Warzone are just reskins of Modern Warfare guns. And in some situations, a lot of situations, the Modern Warfare guns are better anyway. And that is a real shame because I was really looking forward to the new weapons getting added. I did really enjoy the DMR when that was powerful. I actually still enjoy the DMR now, but I've always been a semi-automatic gun kind of guy. So when it was made so easy to the point where it was 2 tapping, 3 tapping people in the head, I did think that was a little bit much, but I do think it's in a good state now, and I do really enjoy using it. Although the FAL is better, because it is a similarity, don't get me wrong. This is where the guns need to improve, because like when it comes to the Groza and the FFAR, they practically feel like the same thing. I mean, they both have, they just do. and it's really sad. I prefer the optics from Modern Warfare guns as well. Now this is something that I want to talk about a little bit more in depth. The gunsmith, it was built for Modern Warfare weapons. It was built for Cold War. Sorry, it was built for Warzone. It was built so you could really get the most out of the Modern Warfare weapons. And there was more attachments on them and unique attachments too. And the attachments on the Modern Warfare guns actually did what they said they would do. Some to varying degrees of success, but they never made the gun worse than the stat it promised it was making better. And if it does, it was few and far between and got patched out immediately. Now, my problem in terms of the Cold War weapons in that regard is that things don't even do what they say. Like, that's a massive thing. Some attachments say they give you better bullet velocity, gives you no change. Some attachments say they take away your bullet velocity, gives you more. Like, what on earth? That titanium barrel for tactical rifles, for example, that was meant to give you just more fire rate. The problem is it gave you fire rate and bullet velocity too. Not just bullet velocity, the highest tier bullet velocity you could get. It never stated that anywhere. Absolute madness, but I could rant about Cold War for days. So if you do want to see that, make sure you leave a like and below and let me hear it in the comments. I want to hear this Cold War rant, and I will happily get onto it for you. But no, the gunsmith system is built for Modern Warfare, and it feels like it was tacked on to the Cold War weaponry. It just wasn't designed with it in mind, and especially with some of the attachments being very minimal and not actually making that much of a difference, if at all. And that is a big problem for me. I think that the Cold War guns just look crap as well. I'm going to say it. Like, I'm sorry, but why would I want to use older weaponry when I can use new weaponry in a modern themed battle royale? Why would I want to use guns from the 80s when I can use guns from this generation? It just makes no sense to me. And the fact that they can compete is, realism-wise, bullshit. So that is a little problem that I do have with the weaponry as well. I like grenade launchers, and you can't get them on the Cold War guns. And in general, just something for you to bear in mind. Packs. Let's talk about the gun packs. Tier skips are no longer available in the Modern Warfare packs, which is a bit rough considering they're still the same price. Now, this is a bit of a problem for me because, you know, I really enjoyed ranking up the Battle Pass. It does give you some feel of completion. However, it doesn't actually give you, you know, anything that can rank that up anymore. And that is a bit of a problem for me because even though I didn't enjoy the Battle Pass itself, I do enjoy being able to rank it up and compare it to my friends where I am, and you do unlock a few cool cosmetics, but not enough worth buying. And more, from what I can gather, people are still buying the Modern Warfare gun packs, they're still buying the operator bundles, they're still buying all this stuff for Modern Warfare, but they're not buying it through Cold War, they're not buying it through the Battle Pass, they're just getting these Modern Warfare guns. So for example, I've bought a couple of Modern Warfare bundles. So I've bought one for the M4A1. That was a really good one. I bought one for the Scar. I've bought one for, oh, what was the other one? The AK. And I've got a RAM one as well, the one that we call the clap gun. I haven't bought any of the Cold War ones. Oh no, I tell you, I bought one. I bought a DMR one when I didn't want to rank it up. I just basically felt that the quickest way to get this gun to a state where I can use it and compete is to buy a variant of it, so I bought the cheapest variant of it possible. But apart from that, I didn't actually buy, yes, I know I'm contributing to the problem, but I didn't actually buy one after that, and the rest of them I've bought have always been for Modern Warfare, and the rest of the A1A, as far as I can gather, have done the same thing. Again, I tell a lie, I bought the Street Sweeper one. Whoops. But no, the point is that the majority of them are still getting purchased on the Modern Warfare side. I think that's the same for a lot of other people too. Another reason to be playing Modern Warfare as well is that there's less skill-based matchmaking. That's just a given. I've seen how sweaty Cold War lobbies are. Professionals are struggling to break a KD of 2. I find that mind-blowing on a multiplayer casual lobby. So that's just something to think about as well. And Cold War's already dead. So new zombies, brilliant. Old zombies, brilliant. Campaign, okay. But Cold War, other than that, it's already dead. Stop trying to bring it back to life. Just let it die. Everyone wants to see it die. It wants to die itself. It's begging for it. It's just not ready to come out. This lockdown has been the best thing that happened for COD in a long time because it really promoted the growth of Warzone. But at the same time, people were used to a quality game that got built correctly and on schedule. And now they're used to playing. Now that they actually spent all that time in that game, they now know, people who otherwise wouldn't have, they now know a bad, incomplete game when they see one. They might have got away with that shit outside of lockdown, but they're sure as hell not getting away with it now, because people know what to expect from a Call of Duty game. People who have been brought back from years ago, who left because of games like Advanced Warfare and Infinity Warfare, they've come back for this game, and now they're seeing Call of Duty Cold War, and now they're thinking, oh, we're back to doing this crap again, are we? Nah, not for me. So it's a crucial time, and these should be doubling down. Even if you get Raven Studios to do it, double down on Modern Warfare. I think that's going to be very, very important for the future, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button below. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Until then, I'm Shadow's Rain. You guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.